So here's the Halo Infinite 2022 roadmap from here on out. And at first, I want to say, a lot of people are upset. I know that. I also want to say that I don't think this is everything. This is what they are able to commit to right now. The season 2, I should say, launches in under 2 weeks, May 3rd. So we're getting, at launch, we're getting 6 new modes. We're getting Catalyst, a new arena map, and we're getting Breaker for Big Team Battle. So for game modes, for like, you know, I don't want to say ranked, more competitive modes, we're getting King of the Hill, which has been changed up a little bit, Land Grab, which is an objective-based mode, and Last Spartan Standing, which is their mini battle royale mode. We're also getting, like I said, Ninja Slayer, which is all swords and grapple shots. We're getting what is it, rockets and repulsors, so you can actually reflect the rockets with repulsors, that only mode. And then a vampire ball mode, which is like oddball, but kind of like with a crazy lifesteal mechanic. So 6 new modes, 2 new maps, and then along the way, of course, there's going to be a, what do they call it? What do they call their, not Tenrai, Fracture, a new Fracture event, new armor cores, new battle pass. There's new narrative events, which I'm not sure what they're going to be, but May 3rd through 16th and July 19th through August 1st. Again, there we go. There's a Fracture event. It's called Entrenched. Campaign co-op is coming in August. And then campaign mission replay in August. Forge open beta is their target for September. Quality of life improvements. And then season 3 is going to start November 8th. And I'm going to get into that in a second. So season 3, they're saying new battle pass, new maps, new modes, new sandbox items. Probably means weapons and or vehicles. New narrative events, new Fracture event, Forge open beta. So another step in Forge, I guess. Quality of life improvements and campaign split screen co-op. So not just online co-op, but split screen. The big issue here is this another 6-month season. They cannot in an arena shooter have 6-month seasons. Everybody knows battle royale games, that virtually every game that does seasons, they do 3 months, 4 seasons of 3 months a year. You can extend seasons if necessary by a few weeks, a month. The first season of Halo Infinite was 6 months long, and that's, in my opinion, been a huge problem and why people say that the game is dry. It hasn't had significant content updates. And I figured, okay, they gave themselves 6 months. They gave themselves 6 months to get more content ready. So from season 2 on, they could have a more regular content map and kind of like build up some content, and, you know, hopefully drop the project or codename Tatanka mode in the fall, which they still could do. They could do that, because what I've heard is they're targeting season 3 or 4 for that mode, which season 3 is the one that starts this November. Maybe they drop the alpha or the beta for it this fall on the 1-year anniversary of the game. But they cannot go 6 months for a season. They can if they're gonna have a mid-season update with like a you know, a new map or a new mode or new modes, some type of content update. You know, Call of Duty drops maps left and right. I think there's one of 2 issues happening here, because a ton of people are upset and are saying, you know, game is gonna die, game is gonna die, game is gonna die. I want to remind everybody that games never die until the developers literally stop working on them. We have seen games literally have no players or less than 10 players, and then a week or a month later have millions of players. All it takes is a super good content update, something like the battle royale mode they're working on, streamers jumping in the game, positive word of mouth, all that stuff. So I get the frustration, but this is not the end of the world. Like, literally, guys, it's okay to play other games. Like, we all got this mindset that, like, every game needs to have so much content that you don't need to play any other game. And that's really not even realistic. There has never been a game in history that can literally stop you from playing other games forever. There always comes content droughts. There always comes bad updates, but players move on and play other games. No game in history has lasted forever. They're all roller coasters. They're all ups and downs. But I guarantee you, again, just to push back on the crying a little bit, 90% of Halo Infinite's players didn't pay for the game. It's free to play, and you only had to pay if you bought the campaign. And then if you try to come back and say, but well, I bought skins, or I bought the battle pass, and I'm upset because I can't use them. You can use them. You're the one who bought that stuff. Like, whose fault is that? It's yours. Every time you buy a skin, no developer anywhere guarantees you anything when you buy that skin. You're paying for a skin, and that's it. And if you take that risk, then you took that risk. So I really don't want to hear that argument. But with that said, I'm going to be playing Season 2. I'm excited. I know I'll finish the Battle Pass. I am excited for the new modes. I am disappointed that this is going to be a 6-month season. I think there needs to be a mid-season update where they drop at least one new map and maybe a new mode or two. Give us shoddy snipers. Give us infection halfway through the season. That would generate a lot of hype. Something. And I'm sure they'll announce, you know, this Battle Royale kind of style mode, Project Tatanka, at E3, you know, Xbox's E3 conference. And I really do hope it drops this fall, the 1-year anniversary of the game. Notice the new season starts right around the time the 1-year anniversary of the game would be. So if they even if they do roll it out in beta state, alpha beta state, as long as it's, you know, solid enough at least. Halo Infinite launched in a really solid state. As long as it's polished and balanced, I think that would generate a lot of hype. See my other video for all the details around Project Tatanka. I'm still a little worried about the PvPvE aspect of it. I don't like mixing PvE and PvP personally in most games. Even though Halo has both great PvE and PvP. But I don't like mixing them. Overall, I think there's one of two issues happening here. And I'm not sure which one it is. One, I think that Halo Infinite's engine, I think it's called the Slip Space engine. It's either, it could be, maybe it's a nightmare to work on. And maybe they're having a really hard time actually making content for this thing. I don't know. As polished as the game is and as well the game performs, I don't think it's the engine, but I don't know. A lot of games have had really hard times with their engines. Destiny 2 got made just because Destiny 1's engine was so dated and bogging the game down at that point that they needed to move on. The other thing I think is 343 just doesn't understand what it means to be a live service at this point. That seems crazy to say because they can look around the industry and see live service games anywhere for examples. You can look at Destiny, you can look at World of Warcraft, you can look at Splitgate, which is doing LTMs every single weekend. I don't know. I know it. I know there's not a lot of arena shooters. Look at Call of Duty anymore to kind of base, you know, live services on. But you know, Halo Infinite should be leading the industry in arena shooter live service, and they are clearly not. But you know, I do hope that this is they're gonna have more, and this is just all that they're able to announce at this time and really 100% commit to, because all the leaks have shown that there's over 20 maps in development for Halo Infinite. There's tons and tons of modes that are in development for Halo Infinite. They should be pretty easy to implement. Again, shoddy snipers, or just shotguns, infection, you know. And the thing is too, you know, this year 2022 starting in early 2021, Halo has had the best year, and nobody's gonna agree with this. They're gonna think it's bad, but I'm saying this. Halo has had the best year it's had in a long time because tons of people are talking about Halo. Halo was pretty irrelevant there for like 3 or 4 years. This year, tons of people are talking about Halo. They're talking about Halo Infinite. They're talking about the Halo show. They're raging about the Halo cookbook. There's tons of stuff. They're talking about the Halo Battle Royale mode. So I'm definitely not ready to say, oh, you know, Halo's dead. Yes, it's in a weird spot. It's had tough times, but I think fans are hungry. I think when this BR drops, I'm hoping season 2 is good. I'm hoping we get more content in a mid-season update, and I think when this BR drops, I'm hoping it's really great and really shakes up the whole battle royale genre, which right now has been basically limited down to 3 games: Apex, Fortnite, and Warzone. And hopefully we can get Halo with be a true competitor out there for the battle royale front. But yeah, that is the Halo Infinite Season 2 roadmap and my full reaction to it.